Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, today's video is going to be my 5 favorites and an honorable mention of paranormal supernatural books. So pretty much anything with vampires and witches are being mentioned today, regardless of whether it's a fantasy book or not. Let's just throw that out there now. So in no particular order, I'm just going to show you the ones that I've truly gravitated towards and ones that I wish there was more to. And if there is more to, I can't wait to continue reading. The first one I have here is The Secret Circle by L.J. Smith. I loved the show and it got me into wanting to read the book, and I really loved the book. It's about a girl named Cassie who her and her mother moved to New Salem, and there she figures out she is a witch, and to join the coven and stuff, and it's just so enjoyable. Like, I don't know, something about L.J. Smith makes me feel like I'm back in like Washington when I lived there when I was younger, and I really loved it there, and I'm in Florida, so it makes me feel really nostalgic. It's just something about her writing and Kate Tiernan's writing as well, but they just make me feel nostalgic for when I was younger, and I truly like wanted there to be witches and vampires in the world. So love this. I gave this series a 4.5 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. It's just so much fun and so good. The next one I have here is yet another L.J. Smith book, and that is the Night World series. I love how the majority of the books I'm going to show you, well, 4 of these books are all bind-ups. Well, this is a 9-book series, and it is about the Night Worlds, which has witches, werewolves, shapeshifters, vampires, and all these other things. And it's about the soulmate principle. It's about humans falling in love with, like, you know, like a Night World creature falling in love with a human, which is forbidden. I'm still waiting for the last book, L.J. Smith. I would really like to read Strange Fate before I'm 50. But this is probably my favorite thing I've ever read from L.J. Smith. I just think it's so much fun. It's so good. I love that every book is about a different like couple or different people or whatever their situation's going through. One of her best writings, I feel like, is in this one. I love it. And yeah, there's 3 bind-ups like this, and each bind-up has 3 books. The next one I have is actually about angels. Not demons, not like mortal instruments, but it's about angels and, like, you know, stuff like that. And it is the Kissed by an Angel series. It consists of 6 books. This is the first 3 in this bind-up. And this is by Elizabeth Chandler. I actually, out of all the books, my favorite is this right here. This bind-up is my absolute favorite. And then I actually really enjoyed the last book. It was a bittersweet ending, but it's still, I felt like it just wrapped around kind of perfectly. The series is about a girl named Ivy who loses her boyfriend, and she believes in angels, and you know, one thing leads to another, and she has a horrible family. It's one of those that you don't want to go into knowing too much. It's better just to be, like, reading it. But Elizabeth Chandler has a great writing style. I love it. I enjoyed the series. I read it after Twilight. But I love it. The next one I have here is the first 3, and this is Kate Tiernan's The Sweep series, and it's about witches, a coven of witches, a girl named Morgan who finds out she was adopted and is a blood witch, and a million things happen, and it was just so much fun. I just finished reading the 9th book, and I want to get the last 6. I really need them because, I just want to finish, and I know that it's taking a twist now, so it's really good, but I would highly recommend this to anyone who likes reading witches, because this is my favorite witch series I've ever read. It's just so much fun, enjoyable, and I would give this like a 4.5, some books 5 out of 5, so like, it's just good. And I know I'm not reading them all, but let's just say all of these are 4.5 or 5 stars. And the last, like, legit top 5 mention would have to be the Mortal Instruments. Now, this is actually more considered a fantasy adventure novel, but like I said, this has witches, it has vampires. I'm mentioning it in this because they all have, like, that same feel to it. And I love the system that Cassandra Clare put in for these, like, stories. I think they're so much fun. The vampires are awesome. The witches are awesome. You know, the Nephilim and the angels and demons and all that other stuff. It's really good. I love it. And if you guys don't know what it's about a girl named Clary who didn't know she was a badass demon fighter, and then she finds out, and then a million things happen. But it's so good. 5 out of 5 stars across the board for this series, regardless of some books are better than others. It's just such a well put together series that I love it. Like this one and like Night World are probably my favorites out of this entire stack. Like these are 5 stars all the way. So I really enjoy them, love them, and if you guys haven't read Mortal Instruments, go for it. I personally love all the books, but like the 1st and the 5th are my favorites, and then all the other ones are like all 2nd place. But yes, read them. The next book is more like an honorable mention because I really like it, but I've only read 1 book in the series, so I can't determine enough. I want to say it's a trilogy. Not sure. I need to get the next. I think there's 2 books out after this one, and that is Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. I really loved this book, and I loved just everything. Kate is amazing. You know, like Tessa and Maureen, I think is her other sister's name. I forget names really easily. But Finn. I loved Finn. It's just, it's really good. I didn't think it was going to be that good as I kept going, and then I kept reading, and then I was like, oh my god, it's starting to get really good, and then I just kind of fell in love with it. 4 out of 5 stars. But I'll talk more about how much I loved it in my wrap up. But I really loved this book as well. These are like my absolute favorites. I can't live without these, and I love them so much. So I hope you guys have a great reading day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!